Hi, Per Bristow here, and I am here chatting with Brioni Faith. Hi, Brioni.
Hey,
So
how's it going?
this is really cool because I really want to talk with you here because I think it's going to be helpful for you who are watching this. Brioni is an amazing artist, songwriter, and she does a lot of cool stuff. And I think, we're going to talk a little bit about the production that you're doing, how you write the songs, and your voice, and how it all is coming about. It's cool stuff. So pay attention. We are going to get
Okay.
into the life of Brioni, right?
The whole life.
Yes, the whole life. No, but you write and you produce, and maybe we should start off by playing a little clip. Shall we? Shall we? Maybe
Sure.
that's a good starting point, and then we'll back
Okay.
up and see what's going on. But basically, you've released a song now. Well, you're releasing a bunch of songs soon, right? But this Skyscraper is now available.
Yes.
It's out there, and it's a really cool video also, right? So whatever style you're into now, you who are watching this, that's really not relevant. We want to talk about the creative process and how we can actually make things happen in life, right?
Exactly.
But just to play a little bit, this is Brioni's style, and we'll talk about that also. But check this out. Here it is, and then we'll come back and talk more about the process of getting things done and achieving the things that you want to achieve. Does that sound like good subject matter?
Sounds good.
All right, check this out.
Do you feel me now? 'Cause I'm reaching now. Can we make a vow that we're not leaving till we work this out? I believe in the power. Together we are stronger.
All right, that's a little teaser for you. And obviously, you can go to her website, and on YouTube, we're going to post the links here that you can go and really take a listen, but also watch the video. So there's a lot of creative stuff that's going on here, and it's going on behind the scenes that we may not realize also. So shall we start with this song and this project? How did that come about? And talk a little bit about the process and the struggles, and yeah, how did it come about?
Yeah. Cool. Well, funnily enough, this song in its beginning was actually written for a completely different piece of music. And yeah, I'm with a independent label, and my producer Brad and I work very closely together. And it was funny because I'd worked on these lyrics and this exact melody and for a completely different piece of music that someone had sort of passed on to us. And it just didn't quite gel 100%. And then there's another producer in Poland who we've sort of worked with before, Raphael, and he'd sent through something which crazily enough was in the same key. It had the same kind of tempo, but it just was right for this piece of music. So we went, oh wow, that's actually where this is supposed to fit, so there's no accidents, no, oh, this is, not right. It's just like finding its home. And so then after that, we sort of tend to do like a remix competition, and we branch out and do different versions of a song for a release. And so we branched out into the industrial sort of version is something that I particularly love, and getting industrial dancers involved, as you'll see in the video. It's inspiring stuff.
So talk about the very beginning of the process of when you write a song. How does you start writing a lyric, or you have a melody in your? How does?
Yeah, I think it's always different. Sometimes these days I do get sent through some music and see if something sort of gels with that. But if I'm just sort of sitting down to write something myself, it's very often, it's actually more about sitting down and working out some chord progression and kind of getting into the emotion and the feeling of that, because I'm someone who writes more from a perspective of a feeling, and I want to kind of get a message, or, if I really firmly believe in putting messages into the music. So that's where, yeah, if I don't feel it, or I can't sort of get a hold of the feeling inside the music, then it's not going to sort of connect for me. And that's where I'm really fortunate, where Brad, my producer, and we have a very similar vision, and where he will write music and I can sort of, connect with what's going on there, and vice versa. He can take what I write and enhance it and do these amazing orchestral mixes, which also brings out even more sort of feeling and emotion and what's going on there. So,
fantastic. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about your voice also, because I know you value your voice a lot, and you actually train a lot, which is how we got to know each other in the first place.
Yeah.
But you started playing the piano.
I did, yeah, right from the age of 4. I did sort of get into piano lessons and all of that, and for a very long time just considered myself to be a piano player. That was my identity as far as music went, and singing was something that I didn't take that seriously in the beginning, but I was always sort of doing it a little bit. And it was pretty funny where sort of later on I overheard a friend saying to somebody, she's actually a better singer than she is a piano player. And I was like, what? How dare you, And then I thought, well, hang on a minute. What is, I kind of value myself as a piano player. What is it that maybe that I should pay attention to the singing a little bit more, And so I got a little more serious about it and started thinking, okay, start working on my voice and so on, and then found, you and so on, and started getting more into actually sort of developing and becoming that mindful, sort of getting into a mindful kind of practice and that sort of thing. And to me, what has made the biggest difference for me would be actually getting into a, almost everyday kind of practice. And I was so resistant in the beginning. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, practice and do it's like homework, kind of thing. But
in the beginning of what? When you did
in the beginning of kind of like when I'm, starting to take it a bit more seriously and go, okay, I really want to develop my voice. I want to grow my voice. And, I'm thinking, I want to do it, but I just don't want to be, practicing scales and doing this and stuff every day. But it's like, well, hang on a minute. You don't have to have that mindset about it. It's actually what I found was just giving myself that time, 5-6 days a week, spend an hour or two, but just getting in that space with your voice, being mindful, getting involved with your breath and focusing on your breath, and just, it's so meditative, and it really does bring you into your body, and it's very grounding. It's almost like the rest of the day disappears. You're in the moment with yourself, and then opening up that mindfulness, and I'd start writing down every day, like, oh, I'm feeling this, or, okay, I need to focus on that, and just kind of getting into that space of practicing becoming fun. And building a momentum and just actually looking forward to it. And it's like, if I miss a day, I really miss it. It's like, I can't wait to get in there the next day and keep that momentum going, basically.
This is brilliant. I love this. Because as you know, this is, of course, what I encourage also, that we instead of having this mindset, I'm supposed to do this and this and this every single day, but that we actually go into that space where, I'm discovering, I'm exploring. It's not necessarily about right or wrong and not hitting the notes. And were you really upset when I wasn't promoting scales?
Not at all. No, but at the same time, it was like, for me, obviously I do exercises and all of that, and then I'm practicing my own songs, or I'm going from one sort of less structured into more structured kind of thing. But working on, and what really worked for me was writing down, okay, what worked really well, what didn't work, and what do I need to focus on, so I'm sort of, if you go, oh, I really nailed that song, just practicing that, then rather than get elated with myself, just kind of bring it back to balance, and so that I'm going, okay, well, I can still feel that I need to relax this more or that, so the next day you're going in with the kind of clear intention of what areas you want to focus on, and just keep growing rather than, focusing too much on positive, negative, just keep moving forward.
Yes, brilliant. So what's happening now then? So you're releasing more songs are happening soon here. What's the plan?
Well, I released my first album last year, which was very exciting.
Awesome. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, and so now we're basically working towards the next album. So Skyscrapers will be part of the next album. And, it's interesting sort of journey that I've been on through this, because as I've mentioned, being with an independent label, a lot of it is on me and on us to kind of, get yourself out there. So YouTube has been like my best friend as far as, exposure and that kind of thing has gone. The video clips and getting dancers involved and everything like that has been amazing. And so what I've found through that, and YouTube is great for this, is telling you where your audience is. So a lot of my views and things might come from the US, Germany, Mexico, and all of that. But, I might not be quite ready to do and pay for a world tour just at the moment.
Soon.
But, soon, that's right. But, the beauty of the day and age we live in is that we have, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. We can start to actually utilize these sorts of resources and get out there and start doing live performance that way.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
That's something that we're doing a lot of research and development on at the moment, kind of building up what I want to be like a live show, live broadcast in that way. So,
well, that's great. And that is, in a sense, the beauty of the world right now, that we can actually reach people all over the world without having to travel. But that also gives you the opportunity to travel, which is kind of what I've done with doing my events after I built an audience. And and soon you'll be going on your world tour.
That's it. That's the plan.
Right, people? Don't you want to see Brioni coming to your country? And we never said that in the video that you are in Australia.
That's right. Might have got the accent, but that's
people didn't understand that in the first place. It'll probably be in the text above the video here. So very cool. All right, we're putting the links here. Go to YouTube. Brioni's YouTube channel and also her website. Facebook is probably linked from the website, right? Go there.
Yes.
Follow her. Enjoy her music. Help her build the audience, and look forward when she's coming to your city soon, or when the next songs are coming out, especially. That's what we're looking forward to first now, anyway. Brilliant. Yes. Well, congratulations. You amazing progress.
Thank you.
In the last year or so. Last year, really.
Yeah.
So really, really super exciting. Good stuff. All right.
Cool.
Thank you. Any last words for people who are watching, who want to produce their songs, who want to get out there?
Yeah, I would say, I believe that everyone, especially, people who are looking to grow their voice and, take singing to another level, or even for yourself or whatever your sort of reason may be, I really believe that everyone has a message, and that, really it's so worth getting into this and believe in yourself and really back yourself, set a goal. If you want to record something, let yourself have permission to just do something, create something, and, you never know what might unfold out of that. But most of all, I think do it for yourself, because there's a quote that I really love from the late, amazing Dr. Wayne Dyer, and it really sparked something in me. It was like, don't die with the music still inside you. And, you know, I really believe that for anybody who's already drawn to this, you're already, you know, musical, you're singing, you know, give yourself permission to just really go for it and do something and express yourself. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye for
As
now.
always, see you.